Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast here, back with another figure review for you guys here today, and today we're looking at the Star Wars Hero Masters Jar Jar Binks figure. Yes, we have probably the most popular character from Star Wars Episode 1. Or did I maybe have that reversed? Anyway, this figure was popular enough that he actually won a vote I held on social media over which Masters figure I should do next. So, if you guys didn't want to see him, you've only got yourself to blame. But lucky as this bumbling Gungan may have been to win my social media poll, I'm more curious to know how lucky I am to now have this figure in my collection. So let's say we get things started by taking a look at the packaging for this figure. As you come down the front of this box, you do have the Star Wars logo in the upper right and the figure's name off there to the side. You do have a window box packaging that does house this Jar Jar figure inside as well as his accessory. On the lower left hand side, we do have an image of a mashed up Star Wars character, and finally at the bottom we have the toy line Hero Masters. And as we flip this package around, we once again have that Hero Masters logo there at the top. We've got an image of a mashed up Jar Jar there towards the center. Then on the right hand side of the box, you do have a lineup of some other figures available from this toy line. Alright guys, so that's the packaging. Let's say we get this backseat bongo driver out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright toy fans, so say what you will about the character selection, I do feel like the sculpting and paintwork on this figure are actually pretty good, and I think I'd place him in the same class as the Darth Vader and the Boba Fett figure that I've already reviewed. I like the sculpting on the front for the jacket piece. I like the way that they've done the paint on the inside of the arms to give that lighter tone that Jar Jar actually had on the inside of his arms. Even on the neck and the bottom of the face here, the eyes have been painted pretty nicely and they're very clean and straight. You know, the sculpting is done well on the ears. They definitely look like the ears looked in the movie in that Master style. Even the eyes, I think, came out really nicely. I mean, overall, I think that this figure looks pretty good. I mean, he looks like a Jar Jar figure should look, and I don't have any complaints about him in that respect. Accessory-wise, Jar Jar actually comes with this Gungan soldier shield. You might remember these from the first movie. They were kind of force field devices. It's got two different pegs on the back of it, and these pegs do fit into either the holes on the Jar Jar figure, or you can go ahead and plug it into his hand, and you are able to position this Jar Jar figure, kind of holding the shield and defending himself, or just running around like a buffoon, frankly, on the battlefield. So I do think it's a nice accessory for this figure. It definitely evokes the battle scene from the end of the first movie, Star Wars Episode 1. Now, like I've mentioned in my previous Star Wars Master reviews, Jar Jar doesn't have any sort of hinge on the shoulder, so positioning this shield can be a little tricky. You can rotate him at the elbow to get him to kind of hide behind it, but you're not going to get him to like hold it off to his side and look through it very well or anything like that. So you're going to have to get creative with the way you position him with this shield. And while we're on articulation, let's go ahead and talk about how the head moves. The ears, while they are, good for the Jar Jar figure, they are the way they need to be sculpt-wise. They do hinder him from looking up very much. You can only barely get his head to move back. It will move down much nicer. It does rotate left and right. The ears do kind of hinder the rotation. You kind of have to adjust the head as you rotate it around. The arm will rotate forward and backward. There's a forward rotation here at the elbow and a hinge moving forward and backward. No finger or wrist articulation. Now, the second accessory this Jar Jar has is kind of this cloth piece around his waist. It is a bit tough for me to unplug that, and I don't want to do it and risk this kind of piece not going back on. So I'm going to leave it on there, but it does hinder the articulation of the legs a little bit. This leg will come out all the way and extend backward most of the way. It does rotate all the way around at the knee, but this leg is a bit hindered. It's not going to move forward as far, but you can still rotate the leg around at the knee. And that really completes the articulation for this Jar Jar figure. Very much in line with what we've seen with previous Master figures. Alright toy fans, so if you're new to Masters and what they're all about, they are a toy line that allows you to separate your figure at the head joint, the elbow joint, the hip joint, and the knee joint, and mix them with other figures in the line. Let's go ahead and bring in the Darth Vader and the Boba Fett Master that I've already reviewed. And you can see after a quick edit here that you're able to mix all the different pieces from the different figures in this line and come up with some pretty creative looking characters. And of course, the more figures you have in the line, the more options you're going to have to mix and match and create your own custom Jedi, Sith, Bounty Hunter, or even Gungan Soldier if you want to. Height-wise, we can see that this Jar Jar Master does stand just a little bit over 5.5 inches tall. For some size comparison, here we have Jar Jar compared to the Master Starscream and the Master's Wolverine figures. And just as I've stated in previous Master reviews, the Star Wars figures do seem to be shorter overall when compared to previous Master toy lines. Here he is compared to the Master's Boba Fett from this same toy line. And compared to Master's Darth Vader. Annie?
Oh no.
You're still alive? Now we can be friends forever! Woohoo! No! Huh? And here he is compared to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine. Annie, where'd you go? Whosa are yousa?
The name's Wolverine, bub. And I've got places to be, so let's just get this over with.
I have a new friend! Moi moi, what a wonderful day! Woohoo! Oh, what's the matter, friend? Jar Jar know how to make you feel better. Me used to be clumsy, but I'm all better!
Listen, Can.
It's Jar Jar.
Whatever. I'm only here for the size comparison. So can we please just finish this? You're ruining my day.
Misa no ruin your day. Misa sing for you. Yay! If you're happy and you know...
Good night, folks. Thanks for watching.
Alright, toy fans, well, that's my review of the Star Wars Hero Masher Jar Jar Binks figure released by Hasbro in 2015. Overall, your opinion of the cinematic character aside, this is a very well put together masher, it's sculpted nicely, and it's definitely painted as well as it needs to be. That said, your opinion of this character is obviously going to be affected by your opinion of his appearance in the Phantom Menace. If you hated him there, this figure's probably not for you. But if you're actually a fan of Jar Jar, or just like collecting mashers in general, this guy's certainly worth a look. Well, thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you saw here, do me a favor and go ahead and like this video and share it with your friends. Also, be sure to leave a comment below. And be sure to subscribe to me to keep up with all my future toy reviews. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you!